time has come to break free once and for all. Break free from what? Break free from the illusion, from the limitations, restrictions, the boundaries of the matrix. What is the matrix? The matrix is this encoded belief system that has a bunch of negative beliefs in it that keeps you bound to everyone and everything. Believing that you are beholden to it. Believing that you have to do what it wants you to do, like survival mode, and comply in order to survive. So I've talked about the manifestation process many times. It starts with, number one, understanding source energy, understanding that it's all energy. From there is thought. Thought is the beginning of the manifestation process. You have a thought, and then that thought, when you add emotion to that thought, the thought is just a thought. The emotion that you add onto that thought is like the glue. It actually takes that thought and starts to move it into material manifestation. And then from there, it manifests into material plane, into whatever it is that you want it to be. Whether that is a person, a thing, or whatever, person, place, or thing, it doesn't matter. That's the manifestation process. The belief systems are what you have to break free from. The belief systems are a thought that has manifested into an entire belief that is now the matrix. I have to see how to describe it. It's like a web. And then that belief system keeps you trapped in the system. So now is the time to start breaking free from those beliefs, that system. Because these energies that are working hard to keep you bound and trapped in this system, they're the ones that feed negativity into the system. Meaning that those negative thoughts may not be yours. Those negative feelings may not be yours. It's part of the system in order to keep you trapped into it. So in order to really break free from this, you're going to have to look at these things and go, I'm not a slave to that. I'm not bound to that. I don't agree with that. I'm not a part of that. And basically, you have to let go of everything you're attached to. Everything. People, your place, things, your job, money. Get out of survival mode. That's what they want you to stay in. Survival mode. These energies are clinging on for dear life because they know the minute that you start turning your energy inward into I love me and I'm pouring into me and I'm number one, and you take your focus off of them, that's when they start to attack. That's the attack energy. And then they start feeding you with the negative thoughts, the negative emotions, making you think, oh, I have to have this job in order to survive. Oh, I have to have this person in my life because they support me. Oh, I have to have this. Do you really? Is that true? Or are you a powerful creator being that can create on your own? Do you really need that person? If that's the game that they're playing, and if they're coming at you because they need your energy, if they're coming at you, it's from a place of insecurity and lack. They're not interested, not all of them, but most of them are not interested in doing the healing work within themselves and being a whole being within themselves, they're not interested in that. They're interested in taking it from you because that's the easy route. That is like a kid that gets a toy and they love that toy so much. It's like having like a bird. And they love that bird so much and they hold on to it and they're just, I got to keep this. It's mine. I'm not going to let it go. I'm not interested in anyone else having it. It's all mine. Mine, 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 mine. Now, is that coming from a place of love or selfishness? You can look at it both ways. Is that child holding on to that bird for dear life? Is that fair to the bird? Or could that energy, that child, crush that bird till it dies? And then that's selfish. Does it understand what it's doing? Maybe not. But this is the dynamic that we're in. Because this energy thinks, that's mine, you're mine, you belong to me. This is why I do not subscribe to the soulmate twin flame dynamic, unfortunately, because what if this twin flame, this soulmate, wants to entrap me or wants to put me in an enslaved position because it doesn't want me to go out and be free. It doesn't want me to think for myself. Most certainly does not want me to love myself, because then my love is infinite and it pours out to everyone and everything. It doesn't want me to be with anybody else or go be successful. It wants all of it for itself. So it's become selfish. And therefore hinders another for its own selfish ways. It's not trying to enhance, help that individual grow, add love to it. No. It's trying to hold on to its power base because it's refused to create its own power. Because it doesn't want anything to do with source, and it wants its beliefs to be your beliefs. Which is, it's your God, because it's godless. And if you don't comply, then I'm going to create havoc and distraction and chaos and harm to you to get you to comply. It's not about freedom. It doesn't give two shits about your freedom. It wants you to be a slave to its beliefs. It wants you to comply to what it believes you should do. You should work for it. You should give your energy to that job, to that person, to that place, to that thing. Because by giving that energy to those things, you feed into it. You enhance it. Reverse it. Pull all that energy back from all of those things. All of them. Yes, they're going to freak out. Yes, they're going to attack verbally, physically, mentally, and emotionally. That's because they're becoming very unstable because they cannot stand the fact that you focus your energy and your love back within yourself and you start coming from a place of creating your life through love for yourself and choosing things that are in alignment with love for yourself. And these energies that are so dependent on your love have become entitled. They have an entitlement mentality. And when you start pulling back that candy from a baby, it starts throwing a temper tantrum. That's not your problem. Problem is really staying focused during this time. staying focused on you, your energy, your love, and allowing that energy to do whatever it needs to do to transform in whatever way that may be. It's going to throw everything at you. Everything. It's going to throw thoughts in your mind, emotions at you, physical. I mean, it's everything. Keep telling it no. No. For me, it's gotten to a point in my life where I've cut everything out. Everyone and everything. To the point where it's just me. Now, do I have my kids? Yes. I'm still responsible for a minor, and I will continue to provide for him. But anything that's not something that I have to provide for, I've let it go. I've let it go, and I've focused that love and attention on me. Because if I'm truly in love with myself, I realize that my love is absolutely infinite. It has no boundaries. It has no limits. It goes on forever. I don't need another energy or anyone else to come in and restrict that and try to keep that for itself, enslave me within its parameters, put me in a box at whatever level that may be. I will not allow that, and neither should you. That's not freedom, that's slavery. That's being a prisoner. That's being a prisoner to an energy, to a system that has no desire for freedom. Break free. Let it go. Say no. Walk away. Move on. And know, once you do that, once you release yourself from these attachments and connections to people, places, and things, that shedding that old toxic system, that old toxic way, actually opens up an entirely, it's beautiful. It's like, I told you we are in the middle between two different universes, the old and the new. We are all now choosing from a conscious perspective to step into the new. How do you do that? By letting this go, this old version, this old story of you. You're not a victim to them. You're not beholden to them. You have no debt to them. You're not a slave. You're not a prisoner. Don't be one. Don't even allow that in your life. When you allow that energy, those thoughts, those feelings, when you allow that into your life, you are holding on to that old story, that old belief system, which is exactly what they want you to do, what it wants you to do. Because then you stay stuck. It's like the end of a movie. The movie's over. The story's over. I just created a blank slate for myself. I am the director of my story. So are you. You're the one that chooses who you let into your life, how you react to people, what type of careers or jobs that you go towards, everything, what type of foods you eat, everything. You are in power and control in this new version, not this individual or these individuals or these energies or this system. That's done and over with. This new mentality is, I don't give two flying shits about what you think. What you think, how you feel, your belief system, it's not mine. I'm not a part of that. I'm not interested. Sorry, not sorry. You go be you, and you stay the fuck away from me. Stop trying to connect to me at any level, because I'm not interested. I see you doing all your shit. I see what you're doing. I feel what you're doing. No thanks. Absolutely not. Goodbye. Don't care if you don't like the goodbye part. Stop impeding on my free will, or you're going to get an ass whooping. Just saying. Sometimes you got to be a little harsh with these energies. So it's time to drop this old you. Old story. It's over. Done. Don't give a fuck. Not me. Not a part of it. Not interested. Don't even bother. Move on. I love you. Have a great day.